Hello, welcome to the Enchanted Kingdom of Hermione. We're in the Turret of Pleasure watching the Canada-US game. And we're doing Where Not to Start bands, suggestions from people. And here's a good one. Somebody suggested I do Can. Well, now here's the thing. I'm not a gigantic Can fan. I like them a lot. And I'm enough of a fan to have actually performed with Damo Suzuki as one of his sound carriers. Here in Victoria, I played drums with them. We caterwauled for a long time. And we recorded it. And I have a recording of it, which I have listened to exactly once. But Can were very innovative. They're, as we all the hipsters know, krautrock innovators. And what is krautrock? Well, music with a riff in it, and I don't know how to call it a groove. It's a steady motoric beat is what they used to call it. Sort of almost a mechanical beat. Very German, of course. And they kind of were the originators of this. Yoko did some krautrock stuff real early. And they were very typical of sort of the German. They were sort of Germany's answer to the Grateful Dead, if you will, in a uniquely German way. And they didn't sell a lot of records at the time. They were kind of a prog rock band. They were signed to United Artists for a long time, and they had certain measures of success. I remember that you could get a few of their records here in Canada. I've got a copy of Soon Over Babaluma. But they, like many of these bands, they had quite a lot of band turnover. And so you can really separate Can into three categories. There was their original thing with, what's his name? Malcolm Mooney, I think was the singer. And they did a couple of records with him, soundtracks, and I'm not going to get these right. I can't remember who's on what. But Malcolm Mooney was interesting. I don't know where he was from even. But he lasted a couple of albums, and they made a couple of what I think people would describe as formative records. And then he was replaced by a guy named Damo Suzuki, the aforementioned Damo. And Damo was a stone freak. Sadly no longer with us. He toured forever. And I think most Can aficionados will say Damo's time in the band was their best. After he quit, they just continued as a four-piece. And so I would say, where not to start? Well, maybe don't start with anything that Damo doesn't sing on, because then you're right at the core of it. I can't remember the names. There's Tago Mago, there's the one with the beans on the can. The one I really like, I had Soon Over Babaluma, which is immediately after Damo left. And it's a good record, but it doesn't have enough to it to compel me to want to listen to it more. The one that really got me, and I didn't hear it for years because I never ran across it, but I found a copy in the thrift store, and that was Future Days. And I think Future Days might be the last one Damo's on. That's the one I would start with. It's got, the title song is great. They use some very simple effects, but they use them very effectively. And like tremolo, for example. And they never really made a bad record. So you really can't go wrong. But I would say don't, unlike a lot of bands, don't start at the beginning with these guys. Because Mooney is good, but Damo is crazy, and he's really creative. And I would say any of the Damo records are a good place to start. And Tago Mago, a lot of people say Tago Mago is the better one. I've listened to Future Days more, and I like it good. I like it quite fine. They are, I'm going to say it, they're really overrated, but they're still pretty damn good. So there you have it. That's my pronouncement on Can. Where don't you start? Where do you start? if you've never heard of them and you've heard that they're good, you probably should check them out. So, there you go. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, notify, all that. And we'll talk to you soon. Take care of each other. Don't take any shit from Whitey. See you later.